Hello everyone, it's time for another brand new exciting Osrs update video. Who the hell am I kidding? This is just some bland stuff, but it is pretty interesting, so stay around and listen. So, first up on our list of things to talk about, we have the Dead Man final live playtest. So, Jagex is making big changes to how the final hour of the Dead Man Invitationals will happen. So they're doing this to make the Dead Man Invitationals more fresh, blah blah blah. So it'll be pretty exciting. And this will be in preparation for the upcoming Spring Invitational. So I'm sure we'll get more details about that when we get closer to spring. So the big thing that they're doing is they are getting rid of the creeping fog, and in place of the creeping fog they're going to take away large chunks of the map at a time. So this is going to happen only at the final hour from what I understand. So during the final hour there will be a overlay that is always visible, telling you if you are safe or not, which is supposed to give you ample time to move to a safe area. And they're doing this because this will massively reduce the likelihood of people dying to the environment rather than to other players. So they want to get feedback on this, and they want people to try it out and see how they feel about it. So at 2 p.m. game time today, Thursday, March 2nd, they're gonna run a live playtest of the final hour of the Dead Man Spring Invitational on World 321. World 321 will be opened at 1:30 game time. If you want to be sure that you get a spot in the final hour, be sure to log in with plenty of time. You won't be able to log in to participate once the playtest has begun. Please note that the day I recorded this and the day that I uploaded this are completely different. So me talking right now is just something I recorded and added into this video so you guys could understand. This is just a late upload, I apologize for it. So that first part of the video is irrelevant now since it is now the 4th. So let's get back to my sexy voice talking about the updates. Oh, it's not that sexy, but still, you can hear me talk, that's something, I hope. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now. That'll be pretty interesting, and it's also really nice that they're giving us a chance to playtest it. So next up, we have Wilderness and PvP improvements. So there is a new Wine of Zamrock spawn that can be found at the Western Chaos Altar and level 35 Wilderness. So much like the normal Wine of Zamrock spawn, you of course will need the Telegrab spell in order to pick up the wine. For players who have completed the Hard Wilderness achievement diaries, the wines you loot here will be noted when they reach your inventory. So this could potentially be a very interesting money-making method for those of you who like new and strange ways to make money. Next up, they have improved the Wilderness kill to death tracking. So now your kills and deaths are now tracked for the entire Wilderness rather than beyond only level 10. So this is a really nice change, because a lot of people just do their PKing out in the first few levels of the Wildy. So it'll be a little nicer to keep track, since now it covers the entire Wilderness instead of level 10 and beyond. So in addition to that, the overlay for the kill to death ratio is still toggled on and off using the same notice board on the northern side of the Edgefield Bank, So when you toggle it, the overlay will be displayed whenever you're in the wilderness. So that's all there is for that. Next up we have Bounty Hunter improvements. They have updated the Bounty Hunter target overlay to provide more information about your target. So if you look on the picture, it's supposed to be the new overlay there. And now it also shows you the tier of their emblem, if they are holding any, as well as if they are skulled or not. Also with that change, the wilderness bosses have a 1 in 5 drop rate. Mysterious emblems when killed on World 318. And finally, for the last of the Bounty Hunter changes, it's now possible to trade a Tier 1 Bounty Hunter emblem on the Grand Exchange. So that'll be pretty interesting to see how the market will react to that, what the price is going to be, things of that nature. So now on to a more interesting change for PKing. There have been improvements to teleblock. So now if you are teleblocked, you will now be told how long it will be before you can attempt to teleport again. Previously, teleblocked just told you minutes, so the spell effects would be longer or shorter depending on if it was cast early or late in the minute that it was cast, if that makes sense. So in essence, now it will tell you more accurately while you're logged in, so the spell's duration will be more consistent. Now, logging out for a period of time will still make teleblock expire. This hasn't changed. Also, they've made a slight change, I believe, here. So splashing with a teleblock will now give you 84 experience, while a successful teleblock will give you 95 experience to make it more distinctive. Finally, teleblocks are now cleared off when you enter a safe area on PvP worlds. So that'll be pretty nice, you get away, or you get teleblocked and you get your kill, and then you go back to the bank and then you're still teleblocked, which is kind of annoying, so you have to sit there and wait. So that's a really nice change. I'm looking forward to enjoying that when I get into some PvPing eventually. And for the last part of the video, we are going to go over a couple of minor things. So, that devil of a coffin beside the trapdoor of the Edgefield dungeon can no longer be clicked. Now, I have never had that problem, but Jagex has called it the annoying coffin, so I'm assuming that people have complained about it, and that's fine. It's not going to hurt anything by taking away that option. And tiny elf crystals will no longer jump to the top of your inventory when used, and will instead stay in place in your inventory. I've no experience with that, unfortunately, so I have nothing to comment on that. So, moving on to the bug fixes. Some ore veins in the downstairs area of the Motherlode mine were acting like those in the upstairs area of the mine, so that has now been fixed. They have also fixed a issue where the auto weed perk has not been working in Scarecrow patches, so that is now fixed. And the servant's money bag was accidentally appearing on the Flatpak interface, as this was not able to be created. It has now been removed. I don't have any experience with the servant's money bag either, unfortunately, but those are the bug fixes and a couple other things. So that's all for this update video. So we have some great changes to Deadman mode, more wilderness rejuvenation, and definitely a great improvement to Bounty Hunter. And I'm really interested to see how the Tier 1 emblem trading is going to go. And last but not least, that teleblock change is definitely, I think, something that was somewhat needed. It helps people using teleblock so they get the full duration of the spell. It helps people who can teleblock knowing when they can get away. And the main thing that I think is important is that when you reach a safe area, the teleblock will be removed from you if you're on a PvP world. So that's all for this update video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and have a terrific day. Hey, I haven't used that one yet. I only say that because one of my friends is like, man, you say have a great day in all your videos, or you say have an awesome day in all your videos, and I'm like, well, shit, I gotta think of some now. So, there you are. I'll catch you guys later.